It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Indianapolis Colts. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Got it! 55! Right there in the middle, 55! It's just me and you! It's just me!
Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it's third and short. From the shotgun, it's Brissett looking for Campbell downfield, and that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. This is D'Onta Foreman, a man who missed nearly all of 2018. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Danico Autry is in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Foreman. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
After the run by Foreman, here's 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. You think back to all the big games that Big Ben has had over the years in his NFL career, and numbers-wise, his biggest game came against these Indianapolis Colts. That was in October 2014. The numbers from that, gosh, video game-like, 522 yards, 6 touchdowns, and a 51-34 Steeler win in Pittsburgh.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger trying to lay one up deep. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on fourth down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Bud Dupree. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
It's second down.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Throwing. Brissett. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
A carry for Foreman. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And some room to roam now. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big-time ramble there by Foreman. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
He needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brissett. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. This is Hines. And an alley to run. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. This is Samuels. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Going deep here for Bryant. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, That answer is 1, and that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
After the run, here's 2nd and 8 from the 27. Roethlisberger will throw. Open man is Switzer, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Under 10.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. James Washington, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead down to 3 at 13-10. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A first down throw for Brissett. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Hayward, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. That is really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes. We're trying to put him on the ground.
A gain of 32 that time. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they'd take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here, and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Brissett looking deep here for Ebron. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set!
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting in a field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Slam, slam, slam.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Hey, orbit. Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
From the 27, Roethlisberger going deep here for Bryant. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So a jump there defensively.
That's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. He's going to look deep for Watkins. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too... And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Justin Houston make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So the sack and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
44. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. I'm coming.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
180. 53. Mike. Hey, tight down. Check.
Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. He's got it at the 15. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They go draw play. This is Samuels. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Colts 10-yard line.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now Foreman. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, 2nd half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Block 80. Check back. Block it.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. The penalty certainly makes things tougher here as they try again. 3rd and goal. Now it's Roethlisberger. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kenny Moore. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Brissett. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 22 yards there, a 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Hey, wahoo!
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 14.
Bravo! Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike,
here's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
53, check 53. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll run on first down. Hines. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Nyheim Hines with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for him. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger. And now here is another interception. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you could hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Brissett sets to throw it. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. T.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw, Brissett. Escapes the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. To throw is Brissett. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The Steelers on third down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now it's Roethlisberger. And it's brought in by Washington. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 46 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now Roethlisberger. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On second down, it's Hines. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
So don't say nothing. Show that bench release and go.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Mike, 53.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Ryan Switzer, his first touchdown on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Steelers. Extra point now by Boswell. And that will cut this lead down to 13. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. It's in the 4th quarter down in Miami. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
36 yards on the play. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position. They're going to be on the hunt.